You guys, what are you cooking this week? I'm running out of ideas.
Well, Hannah, I think we'll show you.
Oh, okay. You nailed it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Vegan View. So we've teamed up with Purple Carrot to show you what 3 different vegans eat in a day. And whether you're already vegan or just trying to eat more plants, we really hope that this gives you some good ideas.
Let's get started.
Hey guys, it's Nicole. So on this day, I actually did not have a bowl of oatmeal. I had a smoothie, which is not very common. It's normally oatmeal, but I decided I wanted something cold on this day. So what my little trick for smoothies is to fill up the blender with whatever greens you're using and a little bit of water or plant-based milk and blend that first. And that way it blends really smoothly all together and you don't have like little bits of spinach or kale all throughout your smoothie, because I don't like chewing my smoothies, to be honest with you. I want them to be milkshake consistency. So that is what I do to get that. I added some cucumber, some zucchini, some frozen bananas. I also added some avocado, and then off camera, I don't know why I don't have a clip of this, I also added a date and some cinnamon and some soy milk. I do recommend this combo, but I recommend it more with spinach because that way you just taste like the cinnamon and the banana and the date. If you do it with kale, it's going to be a little bit more kale-y, but I honestly didn't mind it. I thought it was really nice. I got it to be that nice thick consistency that I like, and then I sprinkled over a little bit of homemade granola on top and some coconut, honestly just because it makes things a little more fun. And this was delicious. I also had a lot of water before this and a cup of coffee.
So this is a pretty standard breakfast for me. I love these So Delicious yogurts. They are one of my favorite brands of vegan yogurt, and they're just so quick and easy. So I'm just making a little parfait here with half a banana and some granola. This is my favorite granola. If you've never tried it before, you should definitely check it out. It has a lot of omega-3s, which is great for people who feel like they need to eat fish to get that. No shade, no tea. So anyways, I'm just putting it all in a bowl and then I'm gonna eat it. It's seriously so easy. And you know, I love smoothies, but sometimes they're a little more time consuming. This is something I can just throw in the bowl and head out. So yeah, this is definitely a delicious go-to breakfast for me.
All right, so for breakfast, I'm having this breakfast burrito. It is from Counterpart Deli. I love this burrito. It has chimichurri potatoes, house-made seitan, and scrambled tofu. It is one of my absolute favorite breakfast burritos. If you're in LA, I would highly recommend going to Counterpart. It is a 100% vegan deli, and you can get things like roast beef sandwiches, Reubens, breakfast burritos, all kinds of delicious deli food.
Hey guys, it's Nicole again, and it's lunchtime. And if you've watched my channel, you know that I don't really meal prep, but I do food prep, which is just to say whenever I'm taking the time to make something like lentils or rice or potatoes even, I will go ahead and just make a double or triple size portion, because if I cook once, that way I will have lots of meals throughout the week. And especially if it's something like rice or potatoes, I can kind of do something very versatile with that. So on this day, I was definitely utilizing leftovers. That's basically my go-to for lunch. It makes things so easy, and it's a great way to make sure I'm actually eating healthy, because if it was lunchtime and I didn't have this, I would literally just have chips and salsa for lunch. No judgment if you guys do that, because I do that sometimes. But yeah, this helps me eat healthier, and it's also just easy to heat up. All I did was microwave some rice and some lentil dal. I'll put the recipe for this one in the description box. I had some avocado, salt and pepper on top, and lemon, and it was great.
So for my purple carrot meal, I actually made it for lunch. These are the red and green quesadillas, and I was working from home, and just making a lunch in the middle of the day sounded really nice. This is not every day, but today it did. So right now I'm making the lentils with some spices, and while I'm boiling them, I am just prepping the rest of the ingredients. And one of the things I really like about purple carrot is, coming from somebody who did not grow up in a household where cooking was a thing that happened all the time, I never really learned the basics of like cutting vegetables and prepping the food and things like that really make cooking a less stressful experience. So I've loved that, because I've used purple carrot for so many years, that I've really gotten to learn how to chop vegetables, and I don't know, it's just been a great thing for me. So I'm just mixing up some vegan cream cheese with the roasted red peppers And then I'm mashing up an avocado with some lime juice and salt. And then I'm also going to chop up the kale. So those are the ingredients, very simple, which I really like because I feel like this is something that's very doable for me. I can have these ingredients on hand. I can definitely recreate this recipe. And, that's one of the reasons I like purple carrot too, is that I feel like I discover recipes that are easy and work for me. And I might not normally discover them otherwise. And then this is just the lime crema. So it's veganaise and lime juice and a little salt. So I'm just assembling the quesadilla now. They actually sent me 2 tortillas, but the tortillas were so big. And honestly, I like a thick quesadilla. I almost want the filling to be spilling out of the quesadilla. So I just used one of the tortillas to make sure that the quesadilla was really thick and filling. And it actually worked out perfectly. But if you like a more thin quesadilla, you could definitely spread it out between 2 tortillas. I feel like that's just kind of a personal preference thing. But for me, I really liked having it thick in one tortilla. And I cut it in half so that it would fit in my pan. And then toasted it up with a little bit of oil, flipped it over. And then I tried to do a drizzle here to make it pretty. But I realized this is not a talent of mine. So if you want to see how to actually drizzle, go check out Nikki Vegan's channel. She's a pro. I am not. And then I just added the refried lentils onto the side, and this was such a good lunch. Honestly, I really, really liked it. I actually ended up saving the other half of the quesadilla and having it for lunch the next day. So that's a great tip for those of you who may not live with another person and you're looking to try purple carrot for yourself. You could always save the other portion for lunch the next day.
Okay, now I'm having a snack. I have these black mission figs that I got at Whole Foods recently, and they're so squishy and delicious. So I'm gonna have a little snack of these, and I'm going to make my lunch. Brought it in my living room so you guys can see it better. Okay, for lunch, I'm just having this bowl. I just sauteed some veggies with some salt and garlic powder. These are just some chickpeas, and then underneath all this is some rice. I have these rice packets from Seeds of Change just in case I forget to put on a thing of rice in the morning. I usually put on some rice in my rice cooker and just come home, I have fresh rice for lunch, but I forgot, so these are perfect and they're so yummy, the ones with garlic. And then on top I got this Chosen Foods lemon garlic avocado oil dressing / marinade. It is really good. I usually like to make sauces of my own, but I am on the run. I'm really busy today. I'm not on the run. Didn't do anything illegal, but this stuff is really good, and it kind of tastes like a homemade sauce. And it's kind of like garlicky and tangy, and it's a really good consistency, if you can see here. Yum. All right, I'm gonna go eat this. This doesn't look that great. It's not a great pour shot, but you get the gist. Chosen Foods. If you guys do try this stuff, tag me, let me know if you like it, and that's what I'm eating. Yum.
So for an afternoon snack, I wanted something sweet. I was working at my desk and I got myself a cup of coffee, and then I pulled out this really delicious bar chocolate. I got this when I was in Norway, but I think it's a British brand, and it's dark chocolate that's made with coconut milk. So it's really creamy, and this particular bar is a strawberry chocolate, and strawberries and chocolate are delicious together. So that was really good. And then I also got this dark chocolate that is, I think this one is 70% dark chocolate. I don't love when it gets to be 80 and 90% dark chocolate, just because it's usually not as creamy. But let me know what your favorite dark chocolate is. Mine's usually in the 60 to 70% range. Anyway, then I had it with some walnuts. I love walnuts, and a medjool date. And this combo of a little bit of dark chocolate, a couple of nuts, and a date or two, or sometimes it's apricots. This is a match made in afternoon snack heaven, because you get a little bit of everything. And I just think it's really nice to have this by your desk while you're working. It feels like a little bit of an indulgence, but it's still really nice and healthy. And I really like kind of opening up the date and stuffing the walnuts inside. It's like a little truffle. It's so good. Hey guys, it's Nicole. So on this night, my sister was coming over, and I love trying new recipes when she's coming over because she eats a lot of vegan food, but she's not fully vegan, and she's very, very honest. So anytime I have a new vegan recipe that I'm excited to try, I love trying it on her because she will tell me the truth. And so from my purple carrot box, I picked out this Japanese gnocchi. It had a miso tomato butter sauce, which is unlike anything I've ever cooked at home before. And that's really the main reason that I like purple carrot so much, is because you guys probably know by now that I cook a lot. I make my own recipes. I've actually written recipes for purple carrot last year, which was awesome. Maybe it was 2 years now. I don't know. I've done it before. It was great, but it really helps get me out of my comfort zone when I try these new recipes. They get shipped to your house. You have 3 to choose from, and they're usually recipes that I wouldn't have tried for myself. So I think it's so cool that it really helps me kind of learn new cooking methods and learn how to use new spices and new ingredients together. It keeps me creative. It keeps eating vegan really fun. And especially when I have friends and family coming over, I love using purple carrot because I know it's going to be restaurant quality and something that's a little bit extra special. So the first step was just to go ahead and prep all the veggies. I chopped ginger, garlic, and the bok choy, which is a very good source of plant-based calcium, in case you guys didn't know. And then I also cut up some fresh lime and some scallions. So my kitchen was smelling really, really nice. And then I just put on some water to boil so I could cook the gnocchi pasta. And if you don't know, gnocchi pasta is a potato-based pasta. It's a fresh pasta, so it only cooks in just a few minutes. You're going to bring water to a boil and then add in your gnocchi, and as soon as it floats, it's all cooked, which is great. So super fast. The directions said to then reserve about a half of a cup of the cooking liquid, and this is because whenever you're cooking pasta, the water that it cooks in absorbs some of that starch, and this is great to add to whatever sauce you're going to use later on because it will help thicken it up. This is a hack that you guys can use right now tonight for whatever pasta dish you're making. I do this all the time, and it's a great hack. Then I just sauteed the gnocchi so it got a nice kind of crispy outside, and I also sauteed the onions, the garlic, and the ginger together, added in the reserved cooking water along with some miso paste, tomato paste, and vegan butter. And then you let this simmer for a few minutes until it thickens. And the last step is just to go ahead and add in the bok choy, let that cook for just a minute or so, and then toss everything together with the gnocchi with a little bit more of that reserved nori spice, and top it with scallions and fresh lime juice. And holy moly, you guys, this was so good. Again, unlike anything I've really ever made before, but it was really filling and really flavorful, and I loved it. And my sister loved it, which was extra special. So this was awesome.
For my snack, I had some coconut LaCroix. Coconut is the best flavor. I don't care what anyone says. And then I had some sliced cucumber with a ton of tahini. Yeah, I didn't skimp on the tahini at all, but that's how I like it. And then for dinner, I had a Mediterranean bowl from this place called Cava. It's almost like a Mediterranean style Chipotle. So I get rice, lentils, hummus, falafel, roasted vegetables, and then I get pretty much all the toppings. They have a ton of vegan toppings, so I get black olives, I get pickled red onions, they have a cauliflower tabbouleh, I get some tomatoes, I get pita chips because I love that crunch. And then the sauces are amazing. It's just a lemon tahini and a green harissa sauce. So good. And definitely something that you could make at home if you have a lot of these ingredients already. This is something that is so classic and easy, and I feel like anyone can make.
Okay, so for dinner, I'm going to be making this creamy tahini fusilli from purple carrot. It just looked like it would be so good and hearty for tonight, and it's really, really fast. It has 2 servings, but looking at the amount of pasta I have, I think I might eat it all, if I'm being honest. And it's really simple. I just chopped up all the ingredients. Purple carrot's such a great thing for anyone who's trying to be vegan or trying to eat more plants in their diet, because I feel like it's such a struggle just getting your head around like what can be made for dinner. Look at all these yummy recipes that they have. So delicious. All right, and this is the final product. It is creamy and savory, And I love the Kalamata olives. And there's some veg with the squash ribbons and some more added protein with the beans. And it's just so fresh and delicious. And I can't wait to eat it.
Okay, so that looked delicious. Good job, guys.
I'm hungry.
On the foods. I love these videos because I love showing how we eat differently, but then also when there's a cool company like Purple Carrot that we're just like, this actually helps all of us even though we have completely different lives.
Totally. Yeah. And I think whether you're like a seasoned cook or you're just learning how to cook, it's one of those programs that can really be convenient for anybody. Just depends on, you know.
It gives me so many good ideas and new techniques, and even just sometimes there's like spices and things that I wouldn't have thought to use. So I'm a fan. I've been a fan
I think
for a while.
it really forces you to branch out, because if you're anything like me, I cook the same couple things.
Me too.
I'm really comfortable. They're fast and delicious, but then it makes me realize there's other really delicious, simple, easy recipes that you can make.
Totally. And I've actually been experimenting. So they have now add-ons that you can add on. You can add on breakfast and lunch options, which is so awesome. I've done the lunch option a few times, and I found it to be so helpful for really busy weeks where I don't have
for me.
Yeah, because you know, even the dinners, they're very quick. They're like 25 to 45 minutes, but still, that's, you know, a chunk of time that you got to do during the middle of the day. That's harder to spend like 25 to 45 minutes during the middle of the day for lunch is kind of hard for a lot of people. So it's nice that they have these like really easy lunches. A lot of them come together in like 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes.
That's perfect.
Throw things into a bowl, and it's still very plant focused. So it's a lot of whole foods, so you don't feel like you're eating junky. Because I know for me, if I don't make lunch or I don't prepare lunch in advance, that's when I get myself into trouble. When I'm like, oh, let me just like get something quick and processed because I only have like 10 minutes. So
Me too. Or sometimes I'll just have like plain toast or something with hummus or avocado, which is fine. But there are some times where I'm like, I've done this for 6 days. Like I could use a vegetable or something.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool thing. I'm gonna try that next.
Yeah, if you guys haven't tried it, definitely try it. We'll link it down below so you guys can give it a go.
Tell us if you like it, what your experience has been with it. They're just a wonderful company, and I know you guys already love them.
And also, what did you have for breakfast today? Because that's my favorite meal of the day, and I'm a little bit nosy, so let me know in the comments. Let us know. I'm not
just Nicole.
And I struggle with breakfast ideas, so I would also love to know. That's like, I feel like that's either your favorite meal or your least favorite meal. And for me, sometimes I can just like forget to eat breakfast or like eat it very late in the day or eat something small. So always good to have good ideas.
Also comment what your favorite meal of the day is, because now I really want to know that too.
Tell us everything about yourself.
Yeah, write us a novel.
Just a little short bio will do.
We love reading those.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely check out the link below for Purple Carrot. Check out our Facebook group, our individual channels. Subscribe to this one, and we'll see you very soon in a new video.
Bye.
I like the
Say, Nisha, Hannah, what are you guys cooking this week? I'm like, I don't have time to cook. I have a job.
So do I.
I thought that was the point. It's supposed to be stupid excuses.
No, but the way you said, I have a job. It was like,
Unlike some people, you do nothing. You have all the time in the world.
Let's just do like, hey.
hey. I liked it.
Hey.
What's up? Welcome back.
We're good actors. Hire us. Very talented.
I'm just gonna put this on my reel.
Why